This is the solution video for section 2.1, problem number 20. All right, so problem number 20, the directions say to find d squared y dx squared. So remember, that is the second derivative, or you could rewrite it as d dx of dy dx. So how do we do it? Well, we actually find dy dx, and then we take the derivative of that. All right, so first of all, we have y equals 3x plus 4 over x plus 1. So we're going to use the quotient rule. So dy dx equals, all right, quotient rule says to take the bottom, or the denominator, x plus 1, times the derivative of the numerator. What's the derivative of 3x plus 4? 3. Minus the numerator, 3x plus 4, times the derivative of the denominator, which is 1. All divided by the denominator, x plus 1 quantity squared. Now, before I take the derivative, I would like to simplify this a little bit. So I'm going to distribute the 3 and get 3x plus 3, and then distribute the minus sign. So minus 3x minus 4. All of that divided by x plus 1 quantity squared. All right, so now I have a 3x minus a 3x, so those can subtract out, and then I have a 3 minus a 4. So the numerator becomes negative 1, and the denominator is x plus 1 quantity squared. All right, so now I'm ready to take the second derivative. All right, so the second derivative, d squared y dx squared, once again, remember, is the derivative with respect to x of dy dx. And dy dx is negative 1 over x plus 1 quantity squared. And so now, once again, I'm going to use the quotient rule. All right, so quotient rule says take the denominator, x plus 1 quantity squared, times the derivative of the numerator. Derivative of negative 1, remember that's a constant, is 0, minus the numerator, which is negative 1, times the derivative of the denominator. All right, so now, to do the derivative of the denominator, remember, we have x plus 1 squared. What is x plus 1 squared? It's actually x squared plus 2x plus 1. So the derivative of x squared is 2x, plus the derivative of 2x is 2, plus the derivative of 1, which is 0. So 2x plus 2 is the derivative, divided by the denominator, which is x plus 1 squared, and the denominator needs to be squared. All right, so now let's simplify. All right, so I get d squared y dx squared is what? Well, the first part is 0. Then I have minus negative 1, so that becomes plus 2x plus 2 divided by x plus 1 squared squared. So that's actually x plus 1 to the 4th. All right, now this one looks pretty good, but you'll notice that this isn't the answer on the answer sheet. We actually need to simplify. So I can factor out a 2, which gives me x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 to the 4th. And so I can reduce the x plus 1 in the numerator with 1 of the x plus 1s in the denominator. So I get 2 over quantity x plus 1 cubed.